Hello my guys, welcome to another episode of the Microwave Cakes. Just when you thought you've seen it all, just when you thought the transfer window is going a particular direction, it turns back and goes to a different direction. Just when you thought this deal was over, just when you thought it's as good as gone, just when you thought it's a done deal, just when you thought he has signed, guess what? Come with me. According to Fabrizio Romano, Victor Osimhen has rejected Hilal proposal. Despite agreement club to club with Napoli for 75 million fee, Osimhen says no to Saudi Arabia club. Galatasaray still insists to him the race now open again. Man. As at 24-48 hours ago, majority of clubs or majority of football fans see this deal as a done deal. See, nobody had an idea that there will be a change in this mix. Nobody had an idea that there will be a change in this whole saga, because this whole saga has been dragging for over a year. Last summer it was Chelsea. This summer right now is Hilal. Given Galatasaray are still in the race. So at this point, there must be something that is happening behind the scene that we do not have an idea about, but only Osimhen and his agent knows. Now let's check on other tweets. Let's see what's going on. Now, Victor Osimhen officially rejected Hilal's 5th offer. So at this point, Hilal has made 1 offer, 2, 3, 4, 5 offers. Probably the salary was not good enough, they increased it, or probably something was wrong, they increased it, or something. Offers upon offers upon offers. See, this saga, this whole saga is just like you are being invited to somewhere, you have no map, you have no idea where you're going, and you got to a crossroad and you don't know if you should go left, right, or forward. This is just that kind of saga, because at this point, fans are confused, journalists are confused, agents are confused, clubs are confused, everybody involved in this deal are confused. That is what is going on right now. Now, let's continue. Main priority is to stay back in Europe with a top Italian club very interested and other European clubs. He is going to take his time. So that means at this point, the top Italian club we've heard about in the past is Juventus. So are Juventus willing to pay what Chelsea could not pay? What no English club could not pay? At this point, it has to be salary. It has to be salary at this point. Are you willing to go back to the Italian league despite what you faced there? Yes, you were successful there, but despite what you faced there, are you willing to go back to the Italian league and play against Napoli? Is that what you want? Because majority of Chelsea fans, majority of football fans are confused about this saga. Are confused. Just when we thought it was over, just when we thought you should be with Hilal in the next few days preparing for the Club World Cup, you are disagreeing with the fact that you don't want to go to Hilal. Hilal was the last option at this point last year. Hilal was the last option in the last few days. In the last 24-48 hours, it was Hilal all through. No other clubs came close apart from Galatasaray. This was the same Victor that got more than 40 goals and assists, or close to 40 goals and assists with Galatasaray last season. He did fantastic in that club. Gave them the league, gave them the League Cup as well. So what is going on? What kind of saga is this? Now let's go to the next tweet. Victor Osimhen Hilal rejection makes the future an open race. At this point, it's an open saga. At this point, it's an open race. Now let's move on. European suitors have felt for months that Saudi was his most likely destination. Exactly what I was saying. Majority of clubs in every part of Europe felt that Hilal was a done deal, including me, including most journalists, including more football fans, including everybody who thinks or who has once talked about this saga feel that particular deal was a done deal in the last couple of days. Exactly. Now let's move on. Hilal made multiple offers and Simone Inzaghi was even part of the pitch. That means Victor Osimhen just currently has a new coach, or would have had a new coach in Hilal, or Hilal just have a new coach in Diego Inzaghi. Simone Inzaghi, who just lost the Champions League final. So probably Inzaghi, according to Ben Jacobs, was part of the negotiation in the last couple of days, who spoke to him directly that you will be the part of my team. This is how I want to play. This is how I want to go about things. Still refused. Now let's move on. However, no green light despite a 75 million package in place with Napoli. The fact is, Hilal wants to make this deal as quick as possible going into the Club World Cup. The Club World Cup was the ultimate for them. They want to participate, they want to do well. So at this point, he is blocking other striker targets that Hilal might have been sighting up as a second option to take to the Club World Cup. So that's why they are trying to make this deal as quick as possible. But at this point, I don't think Hilal are willing to go back with another offer. Because everything was in place. There's a jet waiting for him. The medical has been booked. And I think there has been an agreement with Napoli. I think it was like a 70 million plus 5 million add-on. You see, however, no green lights despite a 75 million package in place with Napoli. So there was already an agreement. Now let's move on. Hilal insists Osimhen give them an answer before the Club World Cup. Like I said, he has to be the Club World Cup. That is the final aim. He has the opportunity to play in the Club World Cup. He has the opportunity to play for Hilal and earn huge amount of money, more than what he have asked any European club to pay. He just finished his Galatasaray League. He just came back to Nigeria yesterday. We move ahead. Galatasaray are trying to sign Victor Osimhen permanently, and Juventus retain an interest. So the only Italian club in this race is Juventus. I think they are willing to pay. He wants to play in Europe. Let's move on. Now, PSG also in the market for another striker and agreed terms with Victor Osimhen 12 months ago. So Juventus, Chelsea, other clubs who have an agreement, including Hilal for Osimhen, was last year. Juventus was not even in the mix at that point. So it was PSG and Chelsea and Hilal as at last year. Personal terms was agreed with Osimhen for PSG, but not with Napoli. Because at the time, Napoli was asking for too much. I think they were asking for more than 120 or 100 million. Juventus, PSG won the Champions League without a striker. So probably they might want to add a striker into the fold. Because them right now are the only club I think can pay Victor Osimhen that money. I don't think any other English club can pay. But imagine a Juventus trying to pay Victor Osimhen that particular amount and no English clubs are trying to get his signature. Do you know the kind of package he possesses? Do you know what he can give to your team? And Chelsea are overlooking his qualities over salary. Chelsea are going into the Champions League, trying to win it. But they are still trying to be on the salary cap. So Chelsea are out of the mix. Out of that mix. Now let's move on. Okay, PSG also in the market with another striker agreed terms with Osimhen 12 months ago, but couldn't strike a deal with Napoli. Victor Gokores also in the name appreciated as with PSG. Premier League club felt they couldn't match the package Osimhen was asking for. He's asking for what he's currently earning, for God's sake. Now you people have seen, European clubs have seen that it is not just about the money. If it was about the money, he would jump at the Hilal. He wants to compete at the highest level. Pay him what he is currently earning. Like, he's not asking for too much. Pay me what I am earning. That is what he is asking of. Pay me what I am currently earning. Don't add anything. Just pay me what I am currently earning. Because you cannot perform in the last couple of years at the highest level. You won the league twice in the last few years. And you want to go to a bigger club and you want to be paid less. How many players go from an average club to a bigger club and are paid less than what they are earning? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. His quality is there. He shows it every single season. His quality is there. This is the best player in Africa in the last couple of years. 2 years ago. Now let's move on. Premier League clubs couldn't match the package Osimhen is asking for, including Chelsea, who tried last summer. But with Saudi off the table, Osimhen is going to have all options and take his time. So at this point, Hilal is off the table. At this point, Osimhen is going to take his time to choose who he wants, to choose where he wants to go. I will be disappointed if he remains in Galatasaray. If he chooses to go back to the French league with PSG, no problem. At least they will defend the Champions League. At least he will win the league again. So I just hope that this saga actually leads to a reasonable club at the end of the day. Because I have no idea who his agent is. I have no idea who his advisors is or are at this point. It's crazy, man. Please, Chelsea fans, tell me what you think about Victor Osimhen saga. Do you think Chelsea should pull the plug, to do everything possible to get him to Stamford Bridge, to play in the Club World Cup, and obviously to play in the Champions League? Do you think Chelsea should do it? What do you think about Osimhen saga? What do you think about him? Also, let's talk about Gittens. Chelsea are close to finalizing a deal with Borussia Dortmund. Chelsea have agreed a deal with Gittens in terms of salaries, structure, no more than 100k for him. This is a 20-year-old player who has the world at his feet right now. Very, very good player. If you watch his compilation, if you watch what his attributes, you will understand how good he is. 1v1, 1v2. He doesn't need an overlapping defender for him to make a difference. He scores goals, he makes assists, his dribbles are top-notch. His dribbles percentage is more than Nico Williams. He's a 20-year-old player who is very, very good. Chelsea should do all it matters most right now to, get this deal over the line. Chelsea are like 12 to 30 million apart in terms of valuation. I think Chelsea should do all it matters to actually get him. He's so good going forward. He has Champions League experience. He has played more than 100 games for Borussia Dortmund already. So you could see that there's a little bit of experience in there than what is actually perceived in the media. So Chelsea should make this possible. If you watch the match against Real Madrid, the goal he scored, you will understand how good this boy is. I think he's going to develop in Chelsea and he's going to do well at the end of the day. If Borussia Dortmund are playing a hard ball, why not just give them Chukwuemeka and get him over the line? I think it's going to be a very, very good transfer. And taking him to the Club World Cup where he has the ability to showcase himself, no more pressure on him, but he has the ability to do more, would be a very good deal. Now, so the goalkeeper, Maignan, he played against Germany in the third place for the Nations League. He did so well. His ratings were so high, I think 8 point something or so. Chelsea gets to close the deal with AC Milan. I don't know why this deal is stalling, but trust me, it is not good. It is not good at this point. Chelsea have had the personal term agreement with Maignan, but not with AC Milan. AC Milan keep playing hardball because they know that Chelsea wants to go to the Club World Cup with him. They know Chelsea need him for the Club World Cup. They know that Chelsea need him to come in as early as possible to settle in. But still, they're trying to play hardball. This was the same AC Milan that got Pulisic. This was the same AC Milan that got Loftus-Cheek from us for a very cheap fee. This was AC Milan that got Tomori from us. This was AC Milan that gets players from us. So why is it difficult at this point to strike a deal? Chelsea don't want to pay more than 15 million pounds for a player that is turning 30 in the next couple of days and is like getting old in terms of player. But trust me, goalkeepers have a longer longevity in their career. So let's see how it goes. Let's hope Chelsea close this deal as quick as possible. Please tell me what you think about Osimhen. Tell me what you think about Maignan and Gittens. Share your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Share this video so I come my way again next time. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I remain your boy Mike Way. Share the like. Hit the like. Stay cool.